It's Probus time! I have recently published a video showing my personal collection of coins from Emperor Probus. I'll leave a link in the video description if you haven't seen it. Well, a fellow collector contacted me saying, "Hey, I have a Probus collection your subscribers will enjoy seeing." And I said, "Yeah, let's look at it." And his coins put mine to shame, I'm gonna tell you. For this video, we will look at coins of the Cuirassed bust type and see some of the interesting varieties you can find in them. So let's get started. This first example from the mint of Siskia has quite a few interesting bits. If we focus at the shield, we can see that it's in the little area of the shield, there's an engraved scene of the Adventus, the emperor entering the city. Quite interesting. You can see the details of the horse and the people around the emperor who's mounting the horse. We can also look at the cuirass with the little pellets indicating this is sort of like a chainmail. The emperor is holding a spear. It's interesting that you see that the tip of the spear, it's a little bit fatter compared to the shaft. It's almost like it's a socketed spear that connects to the shaft. Quite interesting little detail. The helmet, quite a big helmet for this type. It reminds me of the coins of Athena, where you have like this big Corinthian helmet on top of her head. It's almost like they forgot about this like mishmash between the radiant crown and a helmet in these types and just wanted to straight up make a Corinthian helmet. Other than that, lovely details on the obverse. You can see details on the helmet itself, the crest is full of detail, and the lettering Virtus Probi Augustorum is clearly visible. And just like the detail on the little shield, the reverse features the Adventus. Very sharp once again. We see the emperor saluting the crowd with a little spear by his side. The very rude horse is stepping over the head of the little captive, and we can read that Ventus Probi Augustorum. As we can see in the lower part, we have the 20-1 mark, marking the purity, and the letter S for Siskia. We then have this other example, also from Siskia, but as you can see, there are some remarkable differences. First, on the shield, it's nice that around the shield we see like this little wavy pattern. It's very charming. There's a Pegasus at the center of the design, quite nice. Once more, the cuirass, full of little pellets, a much thicker looking spear, a smaller looking helmet, although it's still like full of details, and sort of like a beefier, jollier head. Quite interesting as well. And once more, the same legends, Virtus Probi Augustorum. The reverse is not as sharp, although it's still a pretty good coin. And notice how interesting this example has the purity mark, the 20-1, in Greek letters instead of Latin numbers. So we have the K well, it's a K and an alpha. That's the Greek way of saying 20-1. Other than that, the design and the legends are just like the previous piece. And would you look at that, he also has a Parma shield variety. Quite a nice coin. Although the face isn't that sharp, it's still a very charming coin. If we focus at the cuirass, instead of a chainmail, this is more of like an actual cuirass. You can see sort of like these shapes, these lines, almost like fitting to the form of his body. So it's interesting, this is not a chainmail. The shield, around the border of the shield, you also have this wavy pattern. So it's nice, it's like waves and little pellets. Quite charming. Quite a thick spear as well. And on the reverse, we have the typical Bicaracta reverse, where Jupiter is handing over a globe to the emperor. And the legends are the typical Clementia Temporum, time for clemency. And in this example, we have the KA, the 20-1 written in Greek too. Now that last coin got me very jealous. This is a Cuirassed type, but it's from Lugdunum. So from a completely different mint that doesn't typically strike these kinds of busts. So this is a very different, very attractive coin. So as you can see, like the face of Probus is made in typical Lugdunum fashion, very fine detailed, very delicate features. Sadly, there's a little bit of wear in the area of the shield, but it's still a very harmonious looking coin, very well proportioned. Although the spear doesn't seem to have a tip, so it's almost like Probus is carrying a stick instead of a spear. I'm very jealous of this coin. This is a lovely type and very rare. And on the reverse, we have this nice striding image of Mars carrying a battle trophy and his spear. And on the legends, Mars Victor, Mars the Victorious. Quite lovely. Look, the Lugdunum Mint didn't put the purity, the mark of purity on the lower part. Instead, it put the workshop mark. So in this case, we can see the number 3 in Roman numerals, so this was the 3rd workshop. Have you got a curious type of Probus? Let us know in the comment section down below. There's more stuff to come from this collector, so I'll make sure to post it soon. The next video is going to be on consular busts. So I hope you enjoyed, leave a like if you did, and I'll see you soon.